quadri plus laterals. Here quadri means 4, clear. Laterals means sides, clear. So see, geometrically we can define it, clear. A four-sided polygon. Quadrilateral is a quadrilateral. This is the definition of quadrilateral, that is quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon, or we can say that what we can give another definition, that is quadrilateral is a plane closed figure. Quadrilateral is a plane closed figure having four sides. So different terms we can use. Quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. Now polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments only. So if we say quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon, that is enough. Clear? Here quadrilateral is a plane means two-dimensional closed figure having four sides. That is enough, children. Now see, children, clear, here and there in textbooks, clear, you must have seen different types of quadrilateral. Clear, some figures like this you must have seen, like this, clear. Like this also you must have seen this way, clear. This is also a quadrilateral, clear. And see, this is also a quadrilateral. Different types of quadrilaterals you must have seen, clear. And this also, such type of quadrilateral also you must have seen. This is also a quadrilateral, means four sides are there, mean different. This quadrilateral also, clear, you must have seen this one, this and this one, this quadrilateral. This is also 1 2 3 4 different types of quadrilateral, clear, you must have come across. Now children, what is there? That is angle sum property of a quadrilateral. That is angle sum property of a quadrilateral angle sum property of a quadrilateral. What is angle sum property of a quadrilateral? That is, sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. That is sum of, this is called ASP of quadrilateral, QUADRI. Clear? That is sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. We will prove it later. But what is angle sum property of a quadrilateral? That is called ASP of quadrilateral. Sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Okay children, that we want to say that if a quadrilateral is there, clear, this angle, this angle, that is A, B, C and D. Then what is the angle sum property? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degree. Okay children, now there are some classifications of quadrilateral. There are different kinds of quadrilateral, clear, that is you will come across. That is classification of quadrilaterals. Children, see, if we see it pictorially, then it will be better. That is children, let us write down quadrilateral over here. quadri write down quadrilateral. Basically there are three types of quadrilateral, that is, see here, first is here. What are basic quadrilaterals? One is parallelogram. First is parallelogram. See, first type of quadrilateral is parallelogram. Next one is trapezium. Parallelogram, trapezium and kite. Clear, children? So see, if we see the classification of quadrilateral, then we see that, what do we see? That basically there are three types of quadrilaterals, that is parallelogram, trapezium and kite. Now children, this parallelogram is further divided. This parallelogram is further divided into two parts, that is, let it be. What are they? Parallelogram is further divided, that is rectangle and rhombus. See, this is quadrilateral, this is parallelogram, now parallelogram, trapezium and kite, and this is now your this parallelogram is further divided, that is rectangle. Rectangle, this is, what is this called? Rectangle, and this is what? This is rhombus. Rectangle and rhombus. Okay children, now again see, let us see some structure over here. Clear? That clear, you will come in the reverse direction in this way. Clear? Now rectangle, see, what is now rectangle is, see, this is, here you write square. Clear? Now here you see, if, see, rectangle, then special case of rectangle becomes square. Clear? And special case of rhombus becomes square. Sometimes see here, this, it is what this is, both the directional, means bidirectional it is there. Okay, now so quadrilateral, basically three types of quadrilaterals are there, that is parallelogram, trapezium and kite. Parallelogram has further classification, that is either it is a rectangle or it is a rhombus. Clear? Or parallelogram. Now special case of rectangle, when all the four sides are equal. Clear? Then it becomes a square. Clear? Similarly, in case of rhombus is a parallelogram whose all the four sides are equal. But what is, see, when rhombus has one of its angles is equal to 90 degree, then rhombus becomes a square. Rhombus is a parallelogram. Clear, children? Rhombus is a parallelogram whose what all the four sides are equal and one of the angles, that is one of the angles is 90 degree. Clear? Then it becomes a square. So see children, some I want to say that some you can say some ruling we can write down, that is, see, some relationship between all these quadrilaterals we can write down. What? See, some note number one. What is first note? That is square. Here, see, from here, see, you go upward. Square is a rhombus. Clear? Square is a rectangle. Square is a parallelogram. Square is a trapezium and square is a kite also. Clear? Let us go upward. Clear, children? Now what is the term at the bottom? That is square. This is also quadrilateral. Clear? If you go upside, square is a rhombus, square is a rectangle, square is a parallelogram, square is a trapezium and square is a kite. Means all these properties a square has. Okay, so write down, square is a rectangle, square is rectangle, square is rectangle, rhombus parallelogram, square is also parallelogram, it is a rectangle also, it is rhombus also. Clear? It is a trapezium also, children. It is a trapezium, trapezium. It is trapezium and kite also. Why kite? Clear? Square is rectangle because see all, because opposite sides are equal and all the four angles are right angle. Rhombus, it is what is the property of rhombus? Square has all four sides are equal. Parallelogram because opposite sides are equal. Clear? Opposite angles are also equal. Trapezium because one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Your kite because see two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Okay, so this is very much important that square has all the properties. Square is specific quadrilateral, children. Clear? That is square is rectangle, square is rhombus, square is parallelogram, square is trapezium, and square is kite also. So this is very much important. Retain it in your mind. That is now property. That is point number 2. What is this? Rhombus is kite, parallelogram, and trapezium. That is rhombus. See the figure. Rhombus is, see this tree. Rhombus is a kite, trapezium, parallelogram. Clear? And what else? That is rhombus is a, see the figure over here. See rhombus, after rhombus, rhombus is a parallelogram, rhombus is a trapezium, rhombus is a kite. Okay. See, go up rhombus, it is a parallelogram, it is a trapezium. Clear? It is a kite. Okay, children. That is trapezium. This is a kite also. Clear? That is what? Rhombus is a parallelogram. Rhombus is a kite, a parallelogram. Rhombus is a kite. It is a parallelogram also. Clear? And it is trapezium and a trapezium. Children, these points are very much important. Trapezium. So what did we see? Rhombus is a kite. Clear? Because it is following all the properties. Because what is the basic property of kite? Two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Rhombus is a kite. It is a parallelogram because opposite sides are equal and parallel. And it is a trapezium. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. Clear? Now third important point is that rectangle is parallelogram and trapezium. That is rectangle. See this tree here. Rectangle is a parallelogram, children. Rectangle is a parallelogram and trapezium. Rectangle is a parallelogram. See, rectangle is a parallelogram and it is trapezium also. Rectangle is a parallelogram and it is a trapezium, and it is a trapezium. Trapezium also. Okay, children, these are rectangle is a parallelogram because opposite sides are equal. Clear? Opposite angles are so opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Clear? And see this you can say means it is following all the properties of parallelogram, and it is a trapezium also. At least what is the property of trapezium? At least one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So at least one pair of opposite sides are parallel in case of rectangle also. So rectangle is a parallelogram and it is a trapezium also. Now what is the fourth point, important point? That is fourth point is, children, parallelogram is a trapezium. That is parallelogram. This is very much important, children. Parallelogram is a trapezium. Parallelogram is a trapezium, but trapezium is not necessarily a parallelogram. Okay, children, parallelogram is a trapezium. Clear? But trapezium is not necessarily a parallelogram. Okay, children, now let us see some properties of different kinds of this quadrilaterals. Let us see. So these are the some key points, clear, of this interrelationship of different types of quadrilaterals. That is, now let us see some properties and definition. That is trapezium. About trapezium, let us see. Now what is trapezium? Let us see it pictorially. This is a trapezium, children. This is a trapezium. Okay, that is A, B, C and D. Clear? Here one pair of opposite sides are parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel, that is, see, that is what? That is AB is parallel to DC. What else? Clear? Also, plus since AB is parallel to DC, it means that C angle A plus AD is the angle A plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Clear? And what else? Angle B, this is angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Clear? These are the properties of trapezium, children. Now the next property is that, now let us see the parallelogram. That is parallelogram, PAR. Parallelogram. What are the properties? See, this such type of figure, clear, you must have seen. This is the figure of a parallelogram. Here parallelogram A, B, C, D. What is parallelogram, children? See, its properties are opposite sides are equal and parallel. That is, both pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Both pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel. That is what? AB is parallel to DC. Clear? A and this AD is parallel to BC. Also, what? AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC. What are the other properties, children? Sum of adjacent angles equal to 180 degree. That is, other properties, that is sum of adjacent angles. Here also, that is opposite angles are equal. One more thing you write down, that is opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. What does it mean? That angle A equal to angle C, angle B equal to angle D. Okay, children, this is angle B equal to angle D. So you have seen that both pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel. That is, AB is parallel to DC, AD is parallel to BC, and also AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC. Opposite angles are equal. That is, angle A equal to angle C. Clear? This is angle A equal to angle C and angle D equal to angle B. What else is there? That is sum of adjacent angles. Second one, sum of adjacent angles equal to 180 degree, children. Why it is? Because see, sum of adjacent angles, see, this line is parallel to this line, and one of the side is the transversal, so that is angle C plus angle D. Angle C plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Clear? Angle C plus angle B, that is angle C plus angle B equal to 180 degree. What else is there? Angle B, that is angle B plus angle A equal to 180 degree. What else? That is angle A plus angle D equal to 180 degree. This is called sum of adjacent angles, clear, of a parallelogram is 180 degree. Now opposite sides are equal, that is opposite sides are equal and parallel. And what else? Now coming to the next part of the board, that is What are the other properties of a parallelogram, children? What are the other properties of a parallelogram? That is, see, opposite sides are equal. That is, opposite sides we have told that diagonals are not equal. Third property is diagonals are diagonals diagonals of a parallelogram. Diagonals of parallelogram are not equal. Diagonals are not equal. Okay, children. That is fourth. Here diagonals are not equal in case of parallelogram. Here draw here BD and AC are diagonals. They are not equal. Now what is the fourth important property? That is diagonals bisect each other, children. That is diagonals bisect each other. What is the meaning of bisect, children? Diagonals bisect each other means diagonals are divided into what? Clear, one diagonal is divided by the other into two equal parts. Bisect means to divide into two equal parts. So diagonals bisect each other in case of parallelogram. Okay, children. Now let us see about rectangle is a special type of parallelogram, that is rectangle. So I think all the properties of parallelogram are covered. Now rectangle. What is rectangle? It is a special type of parallelogram. When certain conditions are added to the properties of parallelogram, then it becomes a rectangle. A parallelogram is rectangle. Write down. A parallelogram. See, this is rectangle is in this way. A, B, C, D, and all the four angles here. All the four angles are right angle. So a parallelogram is a rectangle is a if its one angle is 90 degree. Actually, see children, this is the condition. Clear? If we want to prove a parallelogram, clear, a rectangle, clear, then we have to show that at least one angle is 90 degree. When one angle is 90 degree, clear, then the remaining angle will also be the 90 degree. A parallelogram, this is the official definition of a parallelogram, of a rectangle. A parallelogram is rectangle if it's one angle. One theorem or example also you will see in this chapter. A parallelogram is a rectangle if its one angle is 90 degree. Okay, children. Now what else is there? That is some properties of parallelogram are also there. This rectangle is also there. That is, what is the property? All properties. See, it holds all the properties of a parallelogram. Clear? Since rectangle is a parallelogram, so it holds all the properties of a parallelogram, children. Clear? And what else is there? What extra properties are there? That is, diagonals are equal in case of rectangle. Here, in case of parallelogram, you have seen that diagonals are not equal. But in case of this one, rectangle, diagonals are equal. Here in rectangle, diagonals are equal. Clear? Now some other property, children, it holds all the properties of parallelogram. In rectangle, diagonals are equal. Clear, children? And one more thing is there, that is third thing, that is all the angles of a rectangle, all the angles of a rectangle equal to 90 degree each. That is, all the angles of a rectangle equal to 90 degree each. Now let us see another specific quadrilateral, that is called rhombus. Rhombus is also a parallelogram. Clear? This is another type of parallelogram, means so it holds all the properties of Rhombus, its shape is like this, children. This is a rhombus. Let it be A, B, C, D. Here all the four sides are equal. Here this side is equal to this side here equal to this. Here all the four sides are equal. Clear? And see, diagonals are not equal, sometimes may be equal. Clear? This. So let us write down what is rhombus, children. Rhombus is a parallelogram. Rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. Whose all sides are equal. So children, it is again, this is, I told you, this is another type of parallelogram whose all the four sides are equal. The rhombus is a parallelogram whose all the sides are equal. Some additional properties are also there. That is number one. Let us note down. In case of rhombus, all properties of parallelogram it holds. It holds all properties of. It holds all properties of a parallelogram, because basically it is parallelogram only. Here what say now, what may be the other property, that is diagonals. Here this is very much important. Diagonals bisect. In case of rectangle, see, in case of rectangle, what we have seen, in rectangle diagonals are equal. All the angles of rectangle 90 degree. In case of your this parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Clear? In case of rectangle also, the diagonals bisect each other. Here diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. I want to say that here in case of this rhombus, here they bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay children, so these are the foremost properties of rhombus. All properties of parallelogram it holds. Clear? And diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Now square, see, square is a very special case. Square follows all the properties of all kinds of this quadrilateral. Square is a rectangle, that here in note. Here see the first point. Square is a rectangle, square is a rhombus, square is a parallelogram, square is a trapezium, and square is a kite. Okay children, so what is the, see, this is square is very special case. So square is a rectangle, always remember it. Square is a rectangle, square is a rhombus, square is a parallelogram, square is trapezium, and square is a kite. So let us write down about square. What is square, children? Square, now write here all the four sides. It is actually it holds all the properties of parallelogram, and you can say rhombus also. Clear? Here all the four sides are equal. All the four sides are equal, AB and ABCD. All the four angles are right angles here in this case, but rhombus it is not necessary. All the properties of it holds all properties of it is a parallelogram with all the four sides. A parallelogram with all the four sides equal, and all the four angles are 90 degree each. Okay children, now it holds all the properties of all types of quadrilateral, that is all properties of all types of quadrilateral. All types of quadrilaterals. Square is see, it holds all properties of all types of quadrilaterals. Clear? That is, square is a rectangle with all sides equal. This second one is square is a rectangle. Square is a rectangle with all sides equal. Here see, In rectangle, only opposite sides are equal and parallel. So square is a rectangle with all sides equal. All sides equal. Okay, children. Now next one is square is a rhombus with one side with one angle 90 degree. Clear that we have seen at the beginning only. Square is a rhombus. Square is a rhombus with one angle, with at least one angle, that is one angle that we can understand. Square is a rhombus with one angle 90 degree. Okay, children. So see, these are different kinds of quadrilaterals. Clear? That is, we have seen what square, we have seen rhombus, we have seen parallelogram, we have seen trapezium. Now I hope all of you are following properly. This is all properties of all types of quadrilateral it holds. What that is square? Square is a rectangle with all sides equal. Square is a rhombus with one angle 90 degree. Okay, children. Now let us see some convex, that is convex and concave, that is quadrilateral. Clear? The quadrilateral that we generally see, they are convex quadrilateral, that is convex and convex. In class 8th you must have studied, children, convex and concave. In physics also you will see convex lens and concave lens, convex and concave quadrilateral. Convex and concave, one side convex, another side concave. Convex and concave quadrilaterals are what? See here, convex, such type of quadrilaterals are known as convex quadrilateral. Clear? Here it's all their diagonals. Clear? A, B, C, D. Their diagonals are inside the quadrilateral. Clear? Let us consider a quadrilateral of this type. Here this is a quadrilateral. Clear? Here its diagonals. Clear? One of its at least one diagonal. That is, see, what is diagonal? What is diagonal? Diagonal is a line segment that joins what? See, that is non-adjacent vertices. Non-adjacent vertices, that is, this is, what is this? This is the diagonal. Okay, let it be A, B, C and D. So diagonal BD, here diagonal BD is outside the quadrilateral. So this is see, very much important identification of concave. Here all the diagonals are inside the quadrilateral. Here all the diagonals are in the interior. Interior means inside. Interior means inside. Okay, children, all the diagonals are in the interior, that is inside of the quadrilateral. Clear? Such types of quadrilateral are known as convex quadrilateral. Here at least one diagonal, here at least one of the diagonals is in the exterior, exterior, exterior of the quadrilateral. Okay, children, what is diagonal? First let us define. Diagonal is a line segment, clear, that joins two non-adjacent vertices of a quadrilateral. Two non-adjacent means two non-continuous. BC are adjacent vertices, CD are adjacent vertices, DA are adjacent vertices, BA are adjacent vertices, but BD is non-adjacent vertices, and BD is the diagonal. At least here BD is the diagonal which is in the exterior of the quadrilateral. Okay, children. So this is convex and concave quadrilaterals. They are very much important. In convex quadrilateral, all the diagonals clear are in the inside. Clear. Whereas in concave quadrilateral, at least one diagonal is out of the diagonal, means outside. Clear. Now, how to find out, children, how many diagonals are there? Clear. See, in class 8th, clear, you must have studied in the chapter of understanding quadrilaterals. Number of quadrilaterals, number of diagonals in a polygon of n side. Clear. Number of diagonals in a polygon of n side equal to, what is the see, number of diagonals, that is number of diagonals equal to n into n minus 3 upon n into n minus 3 upon, that is 2, that is, children, n into n minus 3 upon 2. So for quadrilateral let us see. For quadrilateral n equal to 4 sides are there. This implies that how many quadrilateral diagonals will be there? 4 into 4 minus 3 upon 2, that is 4 into 1 upon 2. 2 1 is 2, 2 is 4, means 2 diagonals will be there in quadrilateral. Clear. For this pentagon, that is, for pentagon n equal to 5, that is, see, 5 into 5 minus 3 upon 2, that is 5 into 2 upon 2, that is this, and here number of diagonals equal to 5. 5 into 5 minus 3, it is 5 into 2 upon 2, that is 5 diagonals will be there in pentagon. In case of hexagon n equal to 6, then what formula is there? 6 into 6 minus 3 upon 2, that is equal to 6 into 6 minus 3 equal to 3 upon 2. 2 3 is 6 and 3 3 is 9 diagonals are there. Okay, children, that is enough for today's class. Clear. And remaining things we will see clear in the next class whenever we meet again. Clear, children, these are the, say, introductory part, and this is this note that we have given. Clear. This note is very much important. Clear. This is, I tell you, this is the topic of a lot of confusion. Clear. Different types of quadrilaterals, different kinds of parallelogram and their properties. Clear. How they are matching each other. Clear. They are converse also. Okay, children, so you go through the video again and again till your concept is very clear. So we will meet in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.